This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill no one.
Wait a second.
No.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies. We like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin, and today I'm going to show you what I got.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
Well, we got some 5 more items, some fun items here, some very old pickups that I really need to add to the collection, and some very old pickups. There's one newer pickup in this than the others. I'm going to pick up this year, but the rest of them were like older than that. I don't know. All right, so this one's a Central Art House version of Pygmalion. Now, many people are familiar with this because of the musical My Fair Lady. This guy who is rich and an asshole decides that, hey, we're civilized, the poor are not civilized, they're savages. But they're human beings like you and me. I mean, that's what we theorize, right? So I'm going to teach this animal to be a human being. And that's what he does. But he falls in love with the animal and learns a little bit more of a lesson to be not just such an asshole. I've never seen the 1938 version of the film, but I am curious to do so. My Fair Lady is a classic. It does have some amazing stuff and some amazing pieces, and I do have it in the collection. But I have not watched this version yet, so it is on my list of ones to watch. This next one is an animu. The only animu I have here. Gosh, the only animu I have that I'm presenting at all for a little while. And that is the Puss in Boots Around the World. Now, this is a sequel to the other Puss in Boots, which I have on DVD, and I really don't feel like upgrading to Blu-ray. And, of course, the original Puss in Boots movie is a older animu. Now, this one is... some transitions due to darn work, right? The 80s, maybe? This isn't Around the World in 80 Days type not parody, but that's what they're doing, is Around the World in 80 Days with Puss in Boots. I got the original film, so I really wanted to go ahead and get this. I pulled the trigger when I was buying a bunch of other things, so, you know, that's what I got that. So, I went ahead and got the Forever Purge. Well, I've got all the other Purge movies, so this was just kind of, we needed to get this going. And this is the last of the Purge movies, to my knowledge, which is where they kind of end the Purge, where they have this other group that's trying to do a Forever Purge. And it's actually pretty good overall. I mean, it was actually pretty good. I like the Purge movies overall. They're fairly decent. And if you wonder why I'm not talking in depth about it, you'll find out very shortly. Because I've got here the Purge 4 movie collection, which I hadn't presented yet. So let's just talk about the Purge. The Purge is about this system. The government basically institutes this thing where there's one night a year where there are no laws. You can do whatever you want. You rape, kill, steal, da-da-da. There are some exceptions to the rules where they talk about the exceptions later on in the series. Certain rich people are immune to the Purge, but they don't participate theoretically, in the Purge. And this is their way of helping keep society down, which is why the Forever Purge is one of those that's kind of a revolution to it. Now, we've got here the original Purge, which is just kind of a horror movie about a family struggle during the night of the Purge. Then the Purge Anarchy and the Purge Election Year, which both kind of deal with the political ramifications of the Purge at large. And then the first Purge, which kind of goes back in time and kind of shows you how it started. So, you know, some fun stuff. These are actually good movies. I enjoy the Purge series. I think it's a good series. I'm glad to have them all in the collection. Now let's talk about something weird. There were 2 movies of this genre, and I'm going to show one of them here, and that is Puppet Shark. It's an SRS film, if one of you wants to get it. I don't know why I bothered with it, but I guess I have it, because... Yeah, exactly. Because reasons, I guess. Let's see what we've got here. Don't tell me that this was a... No, this is not a Polonia piece. So it means Doll Shark was a Polonial piece. Because there was this one, there was Doll Shark. This one's all puppets. So a shark horror movie with puppets, essentially. I shouldn't write it off. I mean, it's an entertaining concept, and I do like the idea of it, but I've heard it's really bad. I guess we'll find out if it's really bad, won't we? If I like it, I'll do a review on it. Let's say that. Say what you will, but I rarely do reviews on movies I don't like. And the reason for that is pretty simple. I don't like giving bad reviews. My opinion is that if I'm reviewing a movie, I'm wanting to tell you about a feature, a film out there that I actually really liked and enjoyed, and I want to share with you that level of enjoyment. I don't want to go around as like, I hate this because of this, because, you know, I mean, there's like a billion people who do that. Almost every reviewer reviews to do that. I'm not here to do that. There's plenty of micro-budget films that aren't worth mentioning out there. Why am I going to give it press? If I'm giving a film that I am not 100% on board with a review, it's for a couple of reasons. One, it's an Evan Jacobs film. I have pledged to review every single one of his, but you note that I usually restrict those to the Anhedenia project. If I really love the film, I will move it beyond that to a regular review. And even then, it really just depends. Do I have anything to add from the Anhedenia project review? 2, if a director really wants me to review a film. A good example of that is going to be when I review Tales of the Forgotten. That's also because it's good to get it out there. I mean, a friend of mine directed it. I don't exactly love the film, but I don't exactly hate it either. So I'm willing to do a review of it. May not be the best review, but I will do a review just so I can get the name out there. I mean, as much as that Amityville webcam review was kind of horrid in a lot of ways, I mean, the reviewer didn't understand who the director of the movie was, didn't know who the director of Death Toilet was, and just gave random facts that weren't even the case. I think he watched the movie. I still was very much happy that the film reviewed. And I shouldn't really put any qualms on him. I'm just kind of like, I looked at his review on Camp Blood and I was like, tell me you don't know anything about the series when reviewing something. But, I mean, you know, it's still good to have reviews out there. So if I feel like I want to support a director, but I don't necessarily like their film, I will do it just so that they can have some extra layers out there if there's not a lot of love out there for a film already. So, you know, so that's why if I like Puppet Shark, you might see it come up in a review. If I don't like it, it probably will not be mentioned again. Well, with that being said, hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit that subscribe, hit that share, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
SeptumSin versus the world. It's that place for all the boys and girls. You'll feel real safe, you'll feel real warm. It's a cozy place to ride out the storm. SeptumSin. SeptumSin and his best boy Jake. See the trends that scare us every day. Physical media is going to the side. Doctor streaming will rule the world in time.